Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners to all frequencies, the Drop-Off Ferry has blessed us today with another pair of IEMs. Why am I doing so many IEMs? I don't know. I'm trying to find my Shangri-La. In here. In ear. Oh yeah. So, today we're going to be getting an unboxing and first impressions of the Nicehck or Nicehcks DB3s. Why DB3? Because they have three components that are two graphite or graphene, I believe, covered drivers and one balanced armature. So there are three components inside. And we're going to see how the graphene gives a response that's supposed to be Trump tight and just quick as a fiddle, and see how the balanced armature takes care of the highs. And that's the selling point of these. You can pick these up on Amazon for the low of $20. So, are you threatening me? I'm not threatening this box, apparently. For all you ASMR junkies out there. There you go. It's like feeding the trolls. Just let them, they'll just trance out and then they'll stop. Nice, clean packaging. They represent the different colors that you can get of the product right on the thing. And shiny little sticker here. It's like nice and reflective. You have it in Japanese, English, and what looks like to be Korean. So, and you Asian files can tell me if I'm wrong with the Korean bit, but I don't think I am. I've been around. I've been to Korea, and they're 20 to 22K hertz, and they have the typical 3.5 in the box, and they are 2 pins, the 78 millimeter 2 pins. Yeah, the impedance is 16 ohms. Driver units are 1BA at 10 millimeters and coaxial dual dynamic graphene diaphragms with, I don't even know if I've ever seen this before, titanizing domes. Titanizing. That sounds dirty. It sounds like a dirty word, but apparently it's not. Or titanizing? I'm not sure. And they're hybrid 3 units. So they're hybrid units. And we will try to discover how this box opens. I believe you may be looking at one of these type things, but I'm not quite convinced yet. I don't want to destroy things. I don't, because I'm a big guy, and it's kind of a stereotype. Aha, it's magnetic. Shout out to Ultramagnetic MCs. We have, oh, it's very nice. It's very clean. It's very, very clean. You have the magnet. It goes, oh yeah, you hear that? It's very nice. Okay, and then the reveal. The Nicehcks, and we have the accessories, because it says right there, Nicehck accessories. That's how I know. That's how I know. Okay, so it's the only thing you can put your finger in that we can see what's in there. And here, in the bottom, we have QR codes and, your requisite books and shit. So let's plug these right now, slide them to the side, and we'll dig into what we have inside the box. Inside the box. The box behind the box. Ooh. Le egg sac. And it's fuzzy. Fancy, fancy. Nice little branding on there. It's very, very fuzzy. Yeah, oh yeah, I like that. I like fuzzy things. And so quiet. Cable minder. Cable minders, people. It's a small touch, but it's such a nice one. And it's another place to put your branding in case people don't know what you got, so their friends can see it and buy you stuff. put those in, those little touches, they matter. So when we seem to have a phone mic, which, can be useful. It's a one button job, so you can probably play or pause if you double touch it or something, I'm sure. And I'll read that. We'll, that's for the full review. I'm not going to mess too much with that. But I am going to try to get a look at how this stuff works. Okay, so this is losable. Oh, I see what's done here. So it is losable if you do it wrong, which it was done wrong out of the factory, but you should be able to wrap this part around one piece of the wire and remain cord minderless. Cord minder. So I'm going to do that now so I don't have to do it again later. And that is done thusly. What you do is you choke it down here, and then you wrap it around, and then you actually have two separate things happening. No, I haven't done that well. I've done that poorly. Let's go. Let's do it properly. Okay. That thing wants to jump off to the side. That's what it is. So now it'll stay on one after you've removed it from the others, and you can mind your cord normally. I'm going to remove the twist tie here because it just twists as it ties, and file that in my twist tie pile. It does have a bit of tangle, this cord. It's not the most. It's a bit floppy. It's not retaining its shape. It's not horrible to get out of its tangle, but we have a capped. We have a cap, 3.5, which is it's showing that they don't want it to get messed up in transit, and we have I'd say a mid-range anchor on this. Again, it's a left, and it does have a rubbery, but I'm not sure. There's a little bit of mess on it. It's the best way I can put it. It's not top of the line, but there you go for a $25 item. It is what it is. So we have a number of tips. We have a selection of both two-stage and one-stage tips that you can use in your ears. And I'm not quite sure of all the materials, but they do seem to be silicone 100%. So if you want the foam ones, you're going to have to get yourselves foam ones on your own time and your own dime. Once again, a two-stage box. Pull it apart. Give yourself a couple little pokes, and pop right out for you. And this is a foam block, just in case anyone needs a foam block for something. So you have an extra foam block in your life. Now, to the buds themselves. On the top, we have what looks to be an aluminum, and on the bottom we have what they'll call it rosin, but it's plastic, and they have some nice branding here, and they will tell you that it's left or right. So that's also helpful because it's good to know whether they are left or right. And so these are obviously designed by someone who was a big Transformers fan, or maybe even Robotech back in the day. It's very industrial, very what the 1960s thought the future would look like. This is not shiny. It's very matte metal. It looks like aluminum or steel, and then that's all you get. You get blue and you get gray, and that seems to be a common set of theme colors. And now we will inspect the chords, because do they actually tell you? Yes, they do. On their chords, you get letters that say R and L. So the attachments are quite easy to manage. And since this one seems to be the R, now I have R and R, which is rest and relaxation, which is what you do when you have earbuds playing smooth Brazilian samba music, or whatever you tend to prefer. And since these are open 7.8s, they should be easier to get in unless you're a thumbtard like me. Okay. Here we go. No, maybe, no. no, no, yes. Yes, no, no, yes. He's a Mexican friend of mine. Okay, I seem to be getting a bit of resistance. I don't really understand. And I'm going to try to wiggle it just a little bit. There we go. That was what it was. And, you know, it may be partially my fault because I'm typically a little scared to try to drill things into, force anything to happen because big people smash things when that happens. So, I'm going to also, oh wait, did I do these the same? No, I did not. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, so now we have our apparatus connected to our connection. And now we will see how they fit. Now, as this is an unboxing and first impression, I only in first impressions try them with the ear tips that are provided. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time putting ancillary things in, but you seem to have an okay seal, specifically in my left ear, because that's the one I've sealed thus far. So, it's the one I'm going to be better at. What did I do? This one seems a little recalcitrant to find its home. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. Okay, now I sound like I'm in a chamber. And now that I'm connected, I'm going to remove the condom, the prophylactic device, and plug the proboscis into an audio device, in this case, the trusty rusty cell phone. The trusty rusty cell phone is the first line of testing. Attaching these things to a fancy dancy audio DAC is not going to help me anyone. Now we will turn on the cell phone and go to our testing track of choice, Charlie Hunter and Pound for Pounds Enter the Candyman, because this song is giving headphones everything that they can take and more. So, headphones, earphones. Oh. Okay. Even though they're mid forward, when that kick drum hits, it's making a statement. And I'm saying this knowing that the kick drum in the song itself is actually soft. It's not punching like a heavy metal kick drum. It's a very jazz oriented kick drum. So it's got sort of a boof, boof, powdery, but you hear it go boof, boof, boom, boom when it's hitting. And you can definitely hear the difference between when the bass player plays and when the drummer's playing. And when they play together, it hits you. The guitar seems to be in its own space. The staging that seems to be up and slightly behind, but not behind you. Like right behind your eyeballs is where it holds and then it seems to go right and left from there. It really does have a very mid-forward presence. The high highs seem away, further away, and then the mids really crunching through there. So the snare hits are crisp. There's a lot of separation I can sit with these for a while and see what they bring to me. But offhand, I'm not gonna throw them out today. I'm not gonna give these away. They're not gonna be like the girlfriends. I'm like, yeah, take these. I don't, because she don't care. She'll listen to anything. But me, I'm like, no, I can. These have potential. These definitely have potential. So we're gonna look into them, see what they give us. And you know, this is the time of the day. Just want to hear that part. It's a vibraphone and it's really clear. And yeah, I'm not digging the fit of the ones that are in there, but I think when I get my fit, these will be something else. Okay, so now we do the favorite part, which is not for the gym. And we don't go levels; we just go right to maximum shake. So I want headbanging. If you're headbanging, that's what you're gonna find. That's the level. This one's still in, that one ain't. So they might be better when they get the right ear tip. You never know. So we'll see what you can do. But go out there, and if you're a DJ, get yourself prepared to make some art.